Okay, assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you, girls? I hope you're doing well. Today I'm gonna do a quick revision of how to add and subtract integers. So let's begin. So this is what we mean by opposites. They have the same, they have different signs. They have the same distance away from zero. Okay, girls. So for example, here, that's a 0, and that's a 5. So the opposite of 5 will be -5. So they have the same distance away from 0, but they are both in opposite directions, okay? And let's not forget, girls, the absolute value. The absolute value of any number is always positive. Why? Because what is an absolute value? Absolute value represents also the distance. Absolute value is the distance. Okay, the distance of a number, of how a number is, how many steps away from 0. And distance is always positive. Okay, so the absolute value of 3 is 3, and the absolute value of -3, that will be 3 as well. Okay, so let's move on. So, girls, I taught you, I showed you the new way of how to add and subtract integers just by using the SADs. Same, what does the SADs mean? It means same sign. If you have same sign, we will add, and different signs we will subtract. So the first thing you guys should do is, I told you in the class, circle the number with the sign. So I'm circling the integer 5 with its sign, which is negative. And I'm circling 4 with its sign, which is positive. So I told you that the sign, this is actually an addition sign. So this addition sign also represents the sign of the integer after it. Okay, so you can circle it like that. You can consider the addition, to be the sign of 4, or you can circle it like that. We can tell also that 4 doesn't have any sign. That means 4 is positive. So as you can see, ladies, I have here two integers with different signs. One is negative and one is positive. So I will be using the rule different signs subtract. So I will say 5 minus 4, that's equal to 1. And now, how do I identify the correct sign for 1? We always, girls, take the sign of the larger absolute value. Okay, so which one of these numbers they have a greater absolute value? If I take the absolute value of -5, that will be 5. The absolute value of 4, that will be 4. So 5 has a greater absolute value, so I'm going to take the sign of 5, which is negative. Okay, or you can simply say just which one is the largest number. That will be 5. You're comparing two positive numbers, and the sign of 5 is negative, so my answer will be -1. Okay, so this is how you subtract two integers, how you add two integers with different signs. Okay, let's move on. Okay, here I have a couple of examples from your book. My advice to you, ladies, focus on the questions in your book. Try to solve most of them. Okay, if you want extra practice, you can go ahead and do the extra practice worksheet. So let's solve this one. We have another question here, as you can see. Again, I'm going to apply the same steps. Circle, step number 1, circle the number, the integer with its sign. So what's the sign of 1? That's negative. What's the sign of 3? That is negative. So I can tell they both have the same sign. Always put the SADs in front of you. So what does it mean, SADs? I'm going to, which part of it I'm going to take? The same, the first part, which is same, add. I will take this part. Same, add. So I will say 1 plus 3, that's equal to 4. And the sign will be negative. So I'm going to add and keep the sign. Of course, I cannot go and put positive because both of the integers, they're negative. Okay? So you guys, please pay attention to the sign. So it's how many steps away from -1, as you can see here. How many steps away from -1? So this is, if you want to do it using a number line, I start at -1, And then how many steps away you're going to go to the left side? You're going to go 3 steps away. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. So it is 3 units away from -1. And the negative, in which direction? That will be the negative direction. So where did you stop at? I stopped at -4. So this is how you guys do it by using the number line. Okay? But follow the rule, Sads. It will be easier for you. Okay, let's solve more questions applying the same idea. Okay, again, I'm going to do the same. Circle the number with the sign. I can see I have positive and negative different signs. I will. So this is same, add, different, subtract. So I have 2 different signs. I will subtract 4 minus 3. That will be equal to 1. And the sign will be positive. You can write it or as you like. You have the option not to write it because we know 1 is the same as positive 1. Okay, let's continue. Again, I'm going to circle the integer with its sign. I can see that 2 integers, they have negative. They have the same sign, so I will use this one. Same, add. So 7 plus 3, that's 10, and I will keep the sign, which is negative. Okay, so my answer will be -10. Let's move on. Circle the number with the sign. -13, +8, different. I will subtract. 13 minus 8, that's a 5. And I will put the sign to be negative because 13 has a greater absolute value. 13 is greater than 8, so 13 is negative, so my answer will be negative. Okay, I hope it's clear so far. Okay, here we have a real life application where you guys remember the keywords. How deep? The minute you go below means your number should be negative. Okay, and they're saying also there is a fish that is 25 deeper. So also deeper, you're going down deep in the ocean. That's also negative. So we're going to find the total. We are asked to solve this expression. So I can tell that I got 2 numbers, same sign. I'm going to add them. So 60 plus 25, that's 85, and the sign will be negative. Okay, so it's 85 feet below sea level. Okay, guys. So that's it. Okay,